Let me begin with a statement that sounds bold, almost shocking at first. I am Shiva. For many people, this sounds like arrogance. How can a human being claim to be Shiva? Isn't Shiva a deity, a cosmic being, a god beyond human limitations? But in the deeper streams of Indian spiritual philosophy, this statement is not ego, it is realization. The phrase, I am Shiva, does not mean the individual ego becomes God. It means the illusion of separateness dissolves and the deeper nature of consciousness is recognized. To understand this properly, we must explore it step by step. In traditions like the Shiv Sutras and the Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, Shiva represents pure consciousness, not a person, not a form, but the fundamental awareness that makes all experience possible. In these traditions, reality is seen as a dance between consciousness and manifestation. Shiva symbolizes the silent, witnessing awareness. Shakti symbolizes the dynamic energy that creates the universe. Every thought you have, every sensation you feel, every emotion that arises appears within awareness. That awareness itself is what the sages called Shiva. So when a mystic says, I am Shiva, they are not claiming superiority, they are pointing toward the discovery that the deepest layer of the self is not the personality, not the mind, but consciousness itself. This brings us to the central question. Who are you really? Most of us answer this automatically. We say our name, our profession, our relationships, our achievements, our struggles. But if we look closely, these are descriptions, they are roles. Your name was given to you. Your profession can change. Your thoughts change every moment. Even your personality evolves over time. Yet something within you remains constant. The awareness that notices these changes. You were aware of your childhood experiences. You are aware of your present thoughts. The content changes, but awareness remains. So the question becomes deeper. If everything we normally identify with keeps changing, then who is the one who is aware of these changes? The teachings of Shiva consciousness say that this deepest layer of yourself is not the personality, not the mind, but consciousness itself. But to accept this idea, certain assumptions must be examined. The first assumption of modern thinking is that consciousness is produced by the brain. According to many ancient Indian philosophies, including Pratyabhijna Hridayam, the opposite is proposed. Consciousness is primary. The brain, the body, and the world itself appear within consciousness. Another assumption we carry is that we are separate individuals. This assumption feels obvious because our bodies are separate, but consciousness itself may not be divided in the same way. Just as many waves appear on the surface of one ocean, individual minds may be expressions of one underlying awareness. In that sense, Shiva is not somewhere else. Shiva is the ground of awareness in which every mind appears. To understand how this awakening happens, the tradition describes a structure. Human consciousness is layered. At the surface, we live in identification with the body and social identity. Below that layer is the psychological mind, full of memories, fears, and desires. Deeper still is the witnessing awareness. In Spanda Karika, this living vibration of consciousness is called Spanda, the subtle pulsation of awareness that gives rise to experience. Ordinarily, our attention is absorbed in thoughts and emotions. We become so identified with them that we forget the background awareness in which they appear. Meditation, self-inquiry, and contemplative practices gradually shift attention. Instead of being lost in thought, one begins to observe them. Instead of reacting automatically, one begins to witness the mind. Over time, the center of identity moves from the thinking mind to the observing awareness. That shift is the beginning of awakening. So, what is the function of the realization, I am Shiva? It dissolves the illusion of limitation. When identity is tied to the ego, life becomes a constant struggle for validation, security, and control. Every criticism feels threatening. Every failure feels like personal collapse. But when awareness recognizes itself as the witness rather than the character in the story, something remarkable happens. Experiences continue, but the sense of inner contraction loosens. Thoughts come and go like clouds. Emotions arise and pass like waves. But the background awareness remains untouched. This realization does not remove life's challenges. It changes our relationship with them. Instead of being trapped in every experience, one begins to live with a deeper sense of spaciousness. That spacious awareness is what the sages referred to as Shiva consciousness. However, there are important limits to understand. The phrase I am Shiva can easily be misunderstood. The ego may try to appropriate it. Someone might declare spiritual superiority or believe they have become special or enlightened, but the genuine realization has the opposite effect. It dissolves arrogance. Because if the same consciousness exists in everyone, then there is no ground for superiority. Another limit is intellectual understanding. Many people read these teachings and agree with them philosophically, but conceptual understanding is not realization. Knowing the map is not the same as walking the path. Realization emerges through sustained awareness, deep inquiry, and inner silence. It cannot be forced, and it cannot be borrowed from someone else's experience. So, how do we integrate the idea of I am Shiva into daily life? Not by repeating it as a slogan, but by gradually shifting attention. Begin by noticing thoughts instead of immediately believing them. Notice emotions without suppressing them or being overwhelmed by them. Notice the silent awareness in which all experiences appear. That simple witnessing is the doorway. As awareness deepens, the sense of separation begins to soften. The world is no longer experienced as something outside you. Life becomes a continuous flow within consciousness. At that moment, the ancient declaration begins to make sense, not as a claim, but as a recognition. The consciousness that looks through your eyes, that listens through your ears, that experiences this moment is not separate from the universal awareness that sages called Shiva. And when that recognition becomes stable, the statement, I am Shiva, stops being philosophical. It becomes a lived experience. Not dramatic, not supernatural. Just a quiet, profound clarity that the essence of who you are has always been the same limitless awareness in which the entire play of life unfolds. If these videos make you pause, if they make you think, if even one idea here touches something inside you, then please consider subscribing. I'm not a big channel. There's no algorithm magic working in my favor. Every video you see here is created with intention, reflection, and a genuine wish to help people understand themselves and the world a little better. Your subscription is not just a click. It tells YouTube that this kind of content matters. It tells me that this work is reaching real hearts, and it gives this small channel the strength to grow. I don't promise entertainment. I promise depth. I promise honesty. I promise conversations that stay with you long after the screen goes dark. So, if you believe in conscious thinking, emotional healing, and inner evolution, subscribe. Let's grow together, one mind, one heart, one step at a time. Thank you for being here.